Hello, welcome to our video. Today we decided to eat some mang inasal.
Yeah, and we also decided to like discuss some stuff that most people ask us about certain differences about like in Estonia and the Philippines.
Obviously, Estonia is a way smaller country than the Philippines. We have less population in Estonia. We don't really have traffic in Estonia. I mean, maybe in Tallinn sometimes, but it's not all the time. Plus, the air in Estonia, I feel like is way less polluted than here in the Philippines. We have 4 seasons, so your activities are based on the season you are in now.
Okay, second question is, how's the life in the Philippines for you?
Honestly, it's quite hard for me because I'm used to walking a lot. Here you rarely can find a place to walk aside from BGC. Plus, the weather, as I stated in the previous video, the weather is way too hot for me.
Yeah, I'll speak Tagalog for the viewers. So, sa kanila kasi guys, yung sa Estonia, especially sa place nila, malawak yung walking path. Like they also have their own bike lanes. Then, ayun, kasi dito, alam niyo naman dito sa Manila, there are only places wherein you can walk. Like safety as well, the safety of the people, like BGC, we have some parks here. Tapos, yun sa kanila, like, very useful yung walking because pag pupunta like sa grocery, talagang meron silang, how they call it, like place to walk. Yeah, so it's like, parang sa kanila, parang BGC itself, like you just walk when you want to go to grocery and stuff like that. You want to go to malls, or if it's gonna be far, then they have free shuttle and stuff like that. I think that's the big difference, and we're not talking about yung dito yung mga lugar-lugar lang. Kumbaga certain places, no, like almost lahat ng places sa Estonia, malawak yung nalalakaran ng mga tao. So, okay, continue.
Basically, in Estonia, everywhere you can walk. You technically no need a car for you to live in Estonia because you can rather walk or you can use a bus, which is the main transportation in Estonia, bus.
Now, I believe, are we in the third question? Yeah, I guess. How's the healthcare in Estonia?
Healthcare in Estonia is fully free. Let's say you need to have an emergency surgery, it's free. Let's say you need to go to hospital, free. The dentist, like any procedures from the dentist, all of it is free until 18.
Wow, that's cool. I believe most European countries has this healthcare system wherein it's free, or as you mentioned before, like medicine, sometimes it's free, or sometimes
if you are a senior citizen, you will get discount for your medicine. Same goes with if you're disabled. and so on. You will also get the discount for your medicine. So basically, you're going to pay only half of the original price of the medicine that you need.
I see. Uh, Guys, dito sa atin sa Pilipinas, actually, at some point naman, meron din naman tayong mga free sa healthcare, but mostly very limited. Um, then you also need to reach out to, like, let's say PhilHealth or other government offices for them to help you. But yeah, in Europe or in other European countries, I believe they better have healthcare system.
Because in Europe, how you get a health care is you're paying taxes, right? And some part of the taxes you're paying goes to your healthcare. That's how you get a free healthcare in Europe.
I mean, if you're working in the Philippines, you can get healthcare as well. Like they will give you like card, health card, something like that that you can use like if something happened to you. So those stuff. But for those people na walang trabaho, usually it's either the government will give some free healthcare, but it still depends.
Because also, if you want to visit a doctor, it's absolutely free. You don't need to pay anything. All the visits you have with your doctor, it's free.
Okay. Anyway, next question. How's the food in Estonia?
Food
What do they usually eat? Like people there, you guys.
depend, are you Russian or Estonian? Because if you're Russian, obviously you're gonna to mostly eat Russian dishes. If you're Estonian, mostly Estonian. But actually, Russian dishes and Estonian dishes, they're quite similar. There is not really much of a difference aside from some dishes that Estonians have.
Sa Filipino dishes naman, as you know, guys, we have a lot of different cuisine. So, I think yung mga Pinoy, sanay sila kumain and mag-adjust sa different food. Unlike doon kala misis kasi, like sa atin, rice is the main part of our dish, right? Sa kanila, mostly it's like, so sa atin sa Pinas, mostly kailangan talaga may rice sa mga dishes natin, sa mga ulam. Parang pag Pinoy ka kasi, kailangan may rice talaga eh. Most of our menu, lagi may partner na rice. Sa kanila, they use potato. It's like, ayun yung parang rice sa kanila. So, yeah, you can continue.
Mostly, when we cook dishes in Estonia, we use potatoes a lot, like potatoes, vegetables, meat. We don't really have a lot of fish dishes or like seafood dishes. I mean, we don't really have seafood all together in Estonia. Only the frozen one. You won't find any, let's say, fresh octopus, shrimps. No, we don't have it. We only have meat and fish.
Yeah, and you also mentioned before that your dad likes to cook barbecue.
Yeah. By the way, this we call it shashlik on Russian, and we have the same dish in Estonia.
Oh, they also eat rice only if it's like sa atin, parang like mga fried rice,
Yeah.
not the usual fried rice, but it should have like vegetables, like chow pan. Yun ang
We have a dish. It's called plov. That's where we use rice. But it's basically it's like rice with some vegetables, with some meat, like something like this.
Okay, so next topic is, I believe, let's talk about education in Estonia compared to Philippines education. So let's start with Estonia.
In Estonia, education is free. So we all have public schools in Estonia where all the kids go. I mean, we do have private ones, but I believe we only have few for the whole Estonia. We only have, not only, mostly have public schools. Obviously, where you go when you 7 year old, you go to the public school.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost the same here. Yeah, I mean, may mga public school din naman tayo like for free, but most of the time, the parents are the one who pays for let's say books, like the usual things that the student should have, like uniforms.
We don't have it in Estonia.
So everything is for free,
Yeah.
with the uniforms, books, and
You the only
how about the bags and shoes?
it's your parents buying this. We don't have uniform. We only have few schools that actually have uniform. Most of the schools you just wear what you want to wear. The food is free, so lunch it's free. We have a lot of trips going to other countries. We're going to other cities. We have a lot of trips in school, and mostly that's what I noticed, that the difference is that in Estonia they teach you everything, like literature, music, what else, biology, chemistry, physical education. We do everything here. From what my husband told me, it seems like that here they mostly focus mathematics,
Yeah,
chemistry, and
No.
stuff like this.
No, we don't really focus on chemistry. Chemistry, I believe, like you would really focus on it. It depends on your course in university, but for let's say high school and elementary, just the basic ones, if I can remember correctly, like different stuff about
because
science.
because in Estonia, literature, music is really important
Yeah.
in school.
Yeah, kumbaga sa atin, pag mga music, usually kasama yan sa PE. Or maybe depende rin sa school, pero based on my personal experience, usually music here is part of physical education because let's say these math will be in physical education will be discussing about music, dance, singing, stuff like this.
No, it's not.
You know,
It's not like this in Estonia. Music is a different subject in Estonia. We have a subject, it's called music. So we learn history of music, instruments, and stuff like this. We have history, we have stuff like this, and it's really important in Estonia because the exams that you're gonna to have are gonna to be basically about almost everything. Plus, outside of school, kids in Estonia, they have hobbies. They have a lot of hobbies like dancing, music school. We actually have music school, an actual music school in Estonia where you can go learn how to play instruments and so on.
and you also have for dancing, right?
Yeah, we have some teams like dancing teams where you can do dancing professionally, not just, we have ballroom dancing.
I believe dito sa Pinas, we also have such thing, but mostly the really private schools offers it. But most of the time, in public, they don't offer such thing.
I myself did a ballroom dancing.
Yeah,
4 years
yeah, she did ballroom dancing.
professionally, not just as a hobby. I did professional ballroom dancing, gymnastic.
Yeah, maybe.
Plus, like most of the kids, let's say 80% of the kids, they have their own hobbies. Like, so after school, you don't go home. You go to music school or you go to dancing lessons. Also have professional sport, like when you do sport professionally. My cousin actually did a football professionally.
That's cool.
So we have a lot of stuff that kids do after school. They don't just go home. They are after school, you have still a lot of activities to do. And then after you're done, you go home, you do your homework, and you go to sleep. That's basically how your day is as a student in Estonia. You go to school, go to activities after school, go home, do homework, go to sleep. That's it.
It's already tiring for the kids there, I would say, because here sa atin, we like kids after school, if they don't have assignment, they will let's say if you're in the province, you will play with your friends. Yeah, I mean, dito sa Manila, you can also play with your friends, but most of the time, like yung larong pangbatang Pinoy, as what we call, usually nangyayari to sa ano sa provinces, unlike in Manila, wherein, because in my time, usually it's like playing computer games and stuff, or some kids are playing basketball in the court, such thing. Okay, next topic. What do parents usually do to make a living in Estonia?
It depends. Same like here in Philippines, they do different stuff. Some of them work in the factory, some of them working as a cashier in grocery stores, assistants, some of them working as a cleaners, builders, like everywhere basically.
There are also offices type of jobs there, but I would say it's kind of limited,
Yeah.
right? Unlike here in the Philippines, where in Manila, you can see a lot of office workers. There, it's just in their main city.
Yeah, it's mostly in big cities.
Yeah,
If you live in a small town, you don't really have offices. Like if we're talking about like a corporations type of offices for corporations, no. If you're living in a small town, you will not see. But obviously, somewhere in Tallinn, yeah, you probably will see a lot of office workers there. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment.